beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Prank Masters demo, because this is not a full version, but last episode we met Caden. Now we're gonna meet another guy. Coming to check my head, I realized that my helmet had fallen off in my spill, but as I examined my arms and legs, a hand is clapped over my mouth, and I'm forcefully tugged against a tree. What? What? Whose hand is this? A kidnapper? See, his style is more Tyler. I think I'm more attracted to him because he reminds me of Tyler. I try to take off the person's grip, but it only makes him tighten his grip. Hey, let go! Shh, quiet. Let me go! My voice is muffled as he presses his hand against my mouth more firmly than before. Stop struggling! Get off of me! In spite of my demands, he pulls me closer and works harder to muffle my shouts. That's it. I clamp my jaw down in his hand as hard as a feral dog. Ugh! Retracting from his arms before me, my opportunity to cut and run arrives. Now's my chance. I try to get out of his arms, but he quickly recovers and holds onto me again. Just stay quiet for a little bit. I promise I'll let you go shortly. I'm sure that's what all kidnappers say. I'm not going to listen to some shady stranger. I pretend to relax for a few seconds and wait until he loosens his grip. The moment he gives me enough leeway, I slam my fist into his arm and send an elbow right into his ribcage. He immediately jerks away from me. Ow! I dash over to my bike and heave it back up, but before I can flee, I notice that my pocket is feeling uncomfortably vacant. I scour my surroundings and search for my delinquent phone. Suddenly a chill runs up my spine. Facing the direction of the feeling's origin, I came face to face with a group of men dressed in fine black suits. An all-consuming sense of insecurity washes over me the moment my eyes land on them. The way they carry themselves, the looks in their eyes, and the fact that some of them have scars and tattoos on their faces tips me off to what they really are, gangsters. The whole lot of them look like they've leaped straight from the TV. Plus, did I forget to tell you that they're also carrying long lead pipes in their hands? Hey, you! Seen a guy wearing a black jacket run through here? Making sure not to let my eyes wander to the tree their target hides behind, I keep my eyes fixed on the leader and point to the polar opposite direction. Yeah, the jerk ran into me a few moments ago and took off that way. Better go after him before you lose him. They're in a beating for me, okay? Can't believe that runt runs so fast. Let's go, boys. In mere seconds, the entire herd of them vanishes into the distance. I kneel on the grass and run my eyes over it, looking for my phone. I don't even bother asking the guy why he has a bunch of criminals after him. When I lay my eyes on him, he stares back with a cheeky grin on his face. You know, you're pretty tough for a girl. What does that mean? I glare at him for a while and finally notice that he's around my own age. It's a mystery who someone his age and appearance would be tangled up with that type of crowd. With earthen-toned hair, clear azure eyes, and a smooth and symmetrical face, he isn't that hard on the eyes. He definitely doesn't fit the description for your run-of-the-mill rascal. She's like looking so detailedly on his face. I don't even do that in front of people. Like, I would try to avoid eye contact because I'm such a shy would-be person. I push the thoughts from my mind and redouble my search for my lost property. Seriously, can't I just find my phone and get back home already? But I can't forget that ice pack before I return. Otherwise, this entire torturous journey would be pointless. So, can I get your name? Oh, this is so straightforward. Never met a guy like this before. Getting my name, getting my phone number. No, never met a guy like that before. I narrow my eyes in disgust. Really, dude? You practically groped me and now you're asking me for my name? Oh, I totally forgot about that. What the heck is wrong with this guy? I know it's not this guy, but I said it anyways. I brush him off and put my mind to my search. Jeez, where are you, phone? Looking for this? I turn back to the shady boy and see my phone in his hand. Where did you find it? Oh, it was just there behind the bushes. I grab for it, but he quickly lifts it over his head and out of my reach. Another more saucy grin forms on his features. Saucy grin, what the hell? Nuh-uh. Before I give it to you, you have to give me your name in exchange. This guy's tap dancing on my last nerve. Hey, I just saved your life and you didn't even give me a thank you. And now you want me to tell you my name? He nods, and that infuriating grin only stretches wider. Yeah, basically. You've got to be kidding me. Why, you... Just tell me your name and you'll get this back. A simple transaction, in my opinion. We're not shopping here. There's no transaction going on. Heck no. Give it back right now. You've got to pay me with your name, sweetheart. Hey. You know, that just, that kind of got me. Those little lovey-dovey names, yeah, you got me on that. Sorry. Okay, I will melt into your arms now. What is this guy's malfunction? Why do you even care? I'm curious. That's all. Well, that's a stupid reason. Hand it over. Sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm still sick. I stand on the tip of my toes and jump as I continue reaching and grasping for it. He only lifts it higher to spite me. I'm warning you. Not until I get that name. Oh, he's such a killer. The wink, the smirk. Oh, I'm so dead. I try to take it from him once more, but I come up with just a few millimeters short. After a few more attempts, nothing changes. Epic fail. This is why I hate being short on guys. I don't care. I'm fine with my 5-foot height. My whole goal in life was to be over 4 foot whatever, and I reached it 5 foot. I'm happy. I don't even care. Tired yet? I glare daggers at him. My name is all I need and this will be over with. Easy peasy. I let a disgruntled sigh loose and roll my eyes in absolute irritation. Fine. My name is Juliet. I'm gonna be real with him. The name's Juliet. The moment I give my name, a cheeky grin of his falls for the first time. If I didn't know better, I'd say he was in shock. Nice to meet you, Juliet, if that's your real name. You know, I can call a lie when I see one. What the dude, that's my name. I don't know how to make that noise. Unbelievable. The nerve of this guy. What? So harassing me wasn't enough? You're calling me a liar now. I don't see why it should be so hard for you to give me your name. Telling someone your name will get you killed or something. Well, for your information, it is my name. All I can do is stand still and give him my "you're an idiot" face. So, am I ever going to get your name, or are you going to guard it like your underwear drawer or something? With that, my patient finally frays and rips apart. I let out a mock sigh and roll my eyes, acting as though he'd actually caught me in a lie. It's Rosa. My name is Rosa. Are you happy now? Very. But her name's Juliet. Here you go, Rosa. You could have gotten it a lot sooner if you didn't act like such a... I snatched my phone from his hand, not risking a moment's rest. That wasn't so hard now, was it? I ignore him and quickly put my helmet back on. You're not going to ask for my name? No, I don't care for it. I file his last statement under things to ignore and board my bike. After all that, you're not going to ask for my name? No, dude, I don't care for your name, obviously. Who would want to know the name of an ingrate like you? I stick my tongue out at him and sped off. Finally, after my tussle with the world and all its bizarre events, I dismount by a bike rack and enter the supermarket. The moment the door slides open, the air-conditioned breeze caresses my skin, welcoming to the cool, spacious world of fluorescent aisles and bright produce. Same thing. I immediately get to tracking the frozen section's whereabouts. Now, where is it? After cycling for 10 minutes under the sun's vindictive rays, I'll be danged if I can't find a single ice pack. Sorry again for coughing at you. If there's not a single ice pack here, I'll probably just lie down and admit defeat. Walking aisle by aisle, reading the floating signs above each section, I scavenge my target. The general layout of the market is confusing. The confectionery aisle is next to the deli section, and what I thought was the frozen section was just full of wines. Just where on earth is it? Somehow my wandering lands me at the fruit and produce section, only to end up surrounded by household appliances a few moments later. Why did she ask like a store clerk or something? That's what they're there for. After having my little impromptu tour about the store, I finally spot the promised section. Yogurt upon the shelves, various brands of ice cream, gigantic packs of ice. I reached my goal. Found you. Everyone in the aisle swivels towards me, wearing faces ranging from disconcerted to slightly annoyed. I quickly do my best to act natural and ease my way into the aisle without another word. That was embarrassing. Mortification aside, I'm absolutely ecstatic to have finally accomplished my quest. Now all I need to do is get an ice pack and find my way home. Hopefully Dad has held up well so far. They're probably like, where the hell is Juliet? Like, but then they would expect it because it's Juliet. I walk slowly eyeing every shelf and almost bump into an open fridge door. Someone's bouncing back and forth on his heels. Oh, it's Romeo. He hastily combed his free hand through his light brown hair, his eyes swinging from product to product. It looks like he's reaching the end of his patience. But who cares about some random guy? I can see an almost empty shelf in the fridge he's in front of, and tucked into the corner, an ice pack. I slide next to him and reach for the final ice pack on the lower shelf without a word. But as I grab it, so does an unfamiliar hand. I glance down to the hand, trace it back to its owner, and meet with the icy blue eyes of the agitated stranger. He's not gonna give it to me, is he? Sorry, dude, I need this. He only offers me a look of confusion, hand still rested on my ice pack. But I was here first. I stared back at him and tugged the coveted product my way. But I picked it up first. There's not a single utterance from him as he tries to bring the pack back into his court. I try to remain calm and focused. Wait, I really need it. It's for an emergency. He jerks it back towards himself. I really need it too. I also have an emergency. Does your emergency involve a possible fiddle battle with the Reaper? He stares blankly at me for a second before he answers. Yeah, there's blood everywhere. Why would it take him that long to answer such a simple question? And what was it with that Otome? What a liar. Then you should probably clean up the place. But I need this to help the only survivor. Show him who's boss. Who cares? My tolerance for his shenanigans is at an end. I really need it. Try as I might to keep my mind calm, my irritation overrules me as he keeps tugging on the pack. Well, there's only going to be blood here in a second. And before I know it, I can't restrain myself any longer. I check the surroundings for possible witnesses. When I see that not a single person is looking our way, I look up to his eyes and smirk. In a bid to become better acquainted with the stranger, I allow the instep of my foot to give a kind greeting to his shin. His entire body jerks at the salutation, and he begins dancing for the occasion. Holding his leg, he hops up and down in a unique and festive samba, but he still keeps his hand lashed onto the ice pack. What the hell, dude? What the heck was that for? Let go already! I had to keep myself from shouting out all of my frustration. The internal flame of my rage blazes on, however. His eyes go wide as satellite dishes as he peers over my shoulder. Hey, look! He stretches his arm and points behind me. Is that a ruby-throated hummingbird? A bird? What kind of bird is that? The moment I swing my eyes over my shoulder, I am pulled forward by a harsh tug. My hand suddenly feels empty and alone. I snap my gaze back towards the guy to see him in an absolute sprint out of the section. It looks like he's running in fear for his life. I can't believe he got me. Oh, wow, it's just so clueless, but then I would do the same thing, most likely. I can't believe he got one over on me with something as stupid as that. How can I be dumb enough to believe there's a bird in a supermarket, let alone some red-throated whatever? I search the shelves of the frozen section more, but come up empty-handed. Now what do I do? Hi, Dad, I'm home and I don't have your ice pack. I returned home broken spirited with a bag of frozen peas in my hand. Mom, I'm home. Mom walks out of the kitchen with a sunny expression. Were you able to get that ice pack? I scratched my head wondering how I should answer her. Well, the supermarket kind of ran out of ice packs, so I tried going to the pharmacy, but they didn't have one already chilled. Then I checked with the convenience store, but they said the next shipment would be in next week. I shrugged and handed her the peas, so I bought frozen peas instead. A glad look graces Mom's features as she reaches into the grocery bag. That look promptly falls off of her face when she takes the peas out. Unfortunately, all the time I spent cycling had made the frozen peas thaw out. Now they're wet and soggy. No good for her ankle. They thawed. My voice, sorry. I guess this won't work after all. I could refreeze it. She sighs. I'm sorry. No need to apologize. It's none of your fault it's none of your fault that all the businesses have run out of cold ice packs. Besides, I can't possibly use these to make something tasty tomorrow, and a satisfied belly is one way to heal. I can't help but feel like an idiot. Even as she absolves me of blame, I'd actually fallen into that guy's trap and looked for a bird in a grocery store. It doesn't get much more fail than that. How's Dad holding up? I tried cooling his ankle down under the tap, but it was a little too difficult getting it into the sink. So I just filled a bucket of water and had him submerge his leg in it. A frown crosses her face. It's not working as well as I'd hoped. Her expression becomes rigid and pensive, and then her eyes land on me. You're not going to make me go outside again, are you? Dear, could you go ask our neighbors for an ice pack? I knew it. But it's so hot outside. What else do we have as an option? If I'd known the supermarket ran out of ice packs, I would have asked you to borrow one from the neighbors first. We don't even know the neighbors, so how are we going to borrow an ice pack from them? She flashes me a smile as radiant as a star. Just ask politely. I'm sure they'd be willing to help a cute girl like you. Sure. So I stand still and awkward as a misplaced statue in front of the next door neighbor's house. My hand hovers over the doorbell. I'm still going back and forth on whether I should move my finger the extra centimeter to ring it. With how this house looks like a carbon copy of our own, right down to the coloring, it feels almost eerie to be standing before it with my own house in view. The construction crew was probably running out of ideas, so they decided to just go with it. We'll just do the same thing we did last time. Very creative. Anyway, I hope this is a normal house. Mom said if I didn't return in 5 minutes, she'll come looking for me. I reluctantly press the doorbell and wait. I hate being pestered to go to a neighbor's house to ask for anything, especially if said neighbors are complete and total strangers. Talking to unfamiliar people alone is enough to make my gut lurch with anxiety. I would hate to be in her shoes right now, too. It's too creepy. While I'm off on my own pessimistic little world, the door opens to reveal a lady that seems the same age as my mom. The moment she sees me, she gives me a welcoming smile. Thank goodness, it is a normal house. Hi, are you looking for someone? Hi, my family just moved next door. I point to my house next door. Oops, I'm sorry, I hit you guys with the mic with my water bottle. I'm about to drink it soon. When we were putting things away, my father fell off a ladder and hurt his leg. Can I please borrow an ice pack from you? It'll be a big help. The lady's expression become one of gentle symphony. We've just moved in too, but I'm sure we can lend you a pack. After all the trouble I've been through, a light finally shines down on me. If I knew that our problem could have been solved so simply, I would have just visited our neighbors in the first place. Probably would have saved me from all the worst situations of the day. Thank you. You have no idea what this means to me. Glancing away, she leans back and calls out into the house. Romeo, could you... oh my god. Could you get the ice pack from the freezer? Hearing her, a bunch of questions begin to bubble forth of my mind. Yeah, she's Juliet, and the lady just called for Romeo. That's pretty weird. That's mad weird, but I'm gonna end today's episode here, so it's like a little cliffhanger. We have met all the guys now. We haven't met two of the other girls, which I'm guessing they're gonna be her friend. But yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna be her friend whenever she's gonna go to quote unquote school. The prologue seems to be going really long than many other visual novels I've played so far, but that's okay, because they like to take things slow and add all the details and not rush it like many of the visual novels. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys do want to play this game for yourself, the clicky link will be down below. I don't know why I'm being so weird. I haven't recorded in a while, that's probably why. And I'm still sick, so it may not sound sick to you guys, but I sound sick in my brain, in my head. I sound different in my head. But thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys next time.